My friends, tonight I want to give you a word, one word, and I want you to take this word and write it down. Place it on your mirror, where you look at yourself each morning and each evening, and let it speak to you. Do not tell anyone what this word is. Do not boast of it. Do not rush to share it. Keep it sacred, for it is the secret of your transformation. When you place it upon your mirror, you will be confronted with yourself. You will look into your own eyes and see not merely the reflection of flesh and blood, but the eternal being who creates worlds by imagination. The word is not to be paraded before others. It is not to be debated, nor is it for public admiration. It is for you. It is your covenant with yourself. For within you, hidden behind this mask of flesh, is God Himself, and God speaks to you not in noise and chatter, but in silence and in secret. Therefore, keep it secret. Keep it close, keep it holy. There is power in secrecy. When you plant a seed, you do not dig it up each day to show your neighbors. You do not shout to the world, "Look, I've planted a seed," for in so doing you would kill it. You leave it buried in the rich soil of your imagination. You water it with your attention. You let the sun of your belief shine upon it, and without you knowing how, it grows. So too with this word. Write it down, fix it before your eyes, let it enter you each morning when you rise, and each night before you sleep. But tell no one. What is this word? The word is I am. Yes, only 2 letters, 2 words, but they contain the infinite power of God Himself. For Moses, standing before the burning bush, asked, "Who shall I say sent me?" And the voice replied, "I am that I am. This is my name forever." Do you hear it? The name of God is I am. Whenever you say I am, you are declaring God's name. And whatever you place after those words, you give life to. If you say, I am poor, you take the name of the Lord in vain. If you say, I am sick, you misuse His holy name. But if you say, I am rich, I am well, I am strong, I am free, then you call upon the name of God in the only way it was ever intended. This word, written upon your mirror, will be the reminder. Each day you will see it. You will see the great I am, and you will be asked to finish it. What are you? Who are you? What will you dare to assume about yourself? For life itself is nothing but the outpicturing of your assumptions. When you rise in the morning and see I am upon your mirror, you will be tempted to complete it with the old man's story. The world will whisper, "You are tired, you are unlucky, you are ordinary." But that is not the truth. The truth is what you choose to declare in the silence of your own soul. When you stand before the mirror, look yourself in the eyes and say, I am wealthy, I am loved, I am chosen, I am powerful. Say it not as though it is coming, but as though it is. Say it with the authority of one who knows the word has already gone forth and cannot return void. Do not speak of it to another. If you tell others what you are imagining, you invite their doubts, their fears, their laughter, their disbelief. They cannot see as you see. They cannot believe as you believe. And so, in their innocence, they may trample upon your seed. Keep it secret. Let the Father who sees in secret reward you openly. That is the law. Let me share with you a story. A woman once came to me in New York and said, "Neville, I am desperate. I have no money, my rent is due, and my cupboard is bare. What shall I do?" I asked her. "What do you say when you speak of yourself?" She replied, "I say I am broke." And I said, "Stop it. From this moment on, never again take the name of God in vain. Never again say, I am broke. Say instead, I am wealthy, I am provided for, I am abundance itself." She protested, but that would be a lie. And I told her, no, that is the truth. The lie is what you have been saying, for I am as God, and God cannot be poor. She went away, and though she doubted, she obeyed. She wrote the words I am upon her mirror. Each morning, each evening, she declared, I am prosperous, I am supplied. Within 2 weeks, unexpected funds arrived. Opportunities opened. She was saved. Why? Because she dared to assume this word I am is not just a phrase. It is creation itself. The whole of Scripture is built upon it. Jesus said, before Abraham was, I am. He did not say I was, or I will be. He said, I am. That is eternal presence. That is being itself. That is the word you are to stick upon your mirror. When you look into that glass, you are not seeing merely the form of man. You are beholding the temple of the living God. And in that temple, the altar is your imagination. Upon that altar you place your sacrifice, the old beliefs, the old story, the old identity. You burn them up in the fire of I am, and then you clothe yourself with the new man. You say, I am new, I am transformed, I am exactly what I desire to be. And as surely as the seed becomes the tree, you will become what you have dared to declare. My friends, imagination is the secret of creation. Whatever you imagine yourself to be, that you are. But the key is to feel it now. Do not push it into the future. Do not say, I will be rich, for that is always tomorrow. Say instead, I am rich. And though your bank account may seem empty, though your purse may seem light, do not deny the word. For the outer world is but a shadow, a reflection of the inner state. Change the inner state, and the shadow must follow. Stick this word on your mirror and guard it. Do not profane it with idle chatter. Do not cheapen it by casting it before those who will not understand. Hold it in reverence. Speak it only in the silence of your heart, and live as though it were true. Some of you will ask, Neville, how long must I affirm I am before it becomes real? And I say to you, the moment you feel it real, it is done. The harvest may not appear instantly, for time is the servant that arranges the outer world to conform to the inner truth. But the moment you dare to feel I am, the word has gone forth. Do not waver, do not look back, do not say, where is it? Simply rest in the knowing that it is already yours. Think of the caterpillar. It crawls upon the earth slow and lowly, but within it is written a new name, I am the butterfly. Though the world laughs and says, you are but a worm. It holds the secret within, and in due season it bursts forth, clothed in wings, so too with you. You may seem small, ordinary, bound, but within you is the secret word, I am, and that word contains the butterfly of your destiny. Do not discuss it. Do not run to your friends and say, I am now rich, I am now powerful. For in their unbelief they will sow seeds of doubt in your soil. Keep it hidden, keep it sacred. For the kingdom of God is like leaven, hidden in the dough, until the whole is leavened. Your I am must work in secret, but when it appears it will be undeniable. Let me remind you, you are the operant power. God became you that you might become God, and the only way he reveals himself is through your assumption of I am. The word is not outside you. It is within you. The mirror is not magic. It is merely a reminder. The true mirror is your own consciousness. Whatever you hold as true within, that you will behold without. Tomorrow morning, when you rise and look into the mirror, do not say, I am tired. Say instead, I am radiant. I am alive. And when you retire at night, do not say, I am defeated. Say instead, I am victorious. I am blessed. And let these words sink into you, feel them, let them become your state, and the world will have no choice but to mirror it back to you. For life is a mirror. The outer world forever reflects your inner speech. Change your inner speech, and the reflection must change. But it begins with one word, I am. I tell you, keep it secret. Do not dilute its power. Do not explain it to those who mock. Simply live it, and when they see your transformation, when they behold the wealth, the joy, the health, the freedom radiating from you, then they will ask, how did you do it? And then, if you wish, you may whisper, I remembered who I am. Tonight, go home. Take a slip of paper, Write upon it in bold letters, I am. Fix it upon your mirror, and each day let it remind you of your true name. And though the storms may rage, though the evidence may mock, stand firm in your declaration. For I am is God, and God cannot fail. Remember, you become what you behold, and the greatest sight you will ever behold is your own reflection in the mirror, clothed with the word I am. For when you know this truth, you will be set free. Do not underestimate the power of this simple act. A word upon a mirror may seem trivial, but remember, all of creation is built upon the Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And what is that Word? I am, the same eternal declaration that beats your heart at this very moment. It is not a word that you speak, it is the awareness that you exist. That is God's name, and that is your power. If you would transform your world, begin here. For too many are seeking signs in the sky, voices from heaven, or miracles descending from above. But the miracle is already within. The voice of God is your own inner speech. The sign from heaven is your own assumption. The miracle is the transformation of I am, from bondage into freedom, from lack into plenty, from sickness into health. And the world will rearrange itself without effort, without struggle, without force, to reflect the truth of your inner word. I ask you, what are you declaring each day? When you rise, what words follow your I am? Most speak words of death and do not know it. They rise and say, I am tired, I am overworked, I am unlucky. And then they wonder why life continues to present them with tiredness, with burdens, with misfortune. But he who dares to reverse it, who dares to look in the mirror and say, I am strong, I am favored, I am chosen, I am free, will find life bending itself to his command. You see, the law does not discriminate. It does not ask if you are worthy or unworthy, if you are good or bad. It simply gives you what you assume. It is impartial. If you misuse it, you suffer. If you use it wisely, you rejoice. That is why I urge you, stick this word on your mirror and guard it as the Holy of Holies. For every time you see it, you are reminded of the truth, that you are the operant power, that you are the Creator clothed in flesh, that your imagination is the workshop of God. There was once a man who came to me and said, Neville, I have tried everything. I have prayed, I have worked, I have struggled, but nothing changes. And I asked him, what do you say of yourself? He answered, I say I am a failure. And I said, then stop. Never again speak that blasphemy, for you are declaring the holy name in vain. Instead, say, I am successful, I am accomplished, I am the man I desire to be. He resisted at first, saying, but it is not true. And I reminded him, truth is not what the senses report. Truth is what imagination creates. The senses only echo the past, but imagination declares the future. He obeyed. He wrote I am upon his mirror. Each day he clothed it with success, and within months doors opened, opportunities appeared, his world was remade. Not because the outer world suddenly shifted, but because he shifted within. The world had no choice but to follow. And so I say to you, do not wait for the evidence. Dare to believe now. Say I am now, for faith is not seeing and then believing. Faith is believing and then seeing. You must go within, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and then rest in the knowing that the word has power to accomplish itself. When the child says, I am afraid, he trembles. When the child says, I am brave, he stands tall. Nothing changed but his assumption, yet everything changed, so it is with you. This life is but a mirror, showing you what you believe, and the greatest key I can give you is this. Your I am is the seed of your destiny. Do you want wealth? Then declare, I am wealthy. Do you want love? Then declare, I am loved. Do you want health? Then declare, I am healthy. But do not say it as though you are begging. Say it as though you are commanding. For the word is not a wish, it is a decree. When a king speaks, he does not hope his command will be carried out. He knows it is done, so too with you. Speak your I am, as one having authority, and the world will bow. Let me tell you another story. A young artist once sat in my audience. He came to me afterward and said, Neville, I want success, but no one buys my paintings, no one sees my worth. I feel invisible. I asked him, when you are alone, what do you say of yourself? He said, I say I am struggling. I told him, that is why you are struggling. You are declaring your own bondage. Tonight go home, write I am upon your mirror, and every morning, every night declare, I am a celebrated artist. I am valued, I am seen. And feel it. Imagine the gallery, the applause, the sold paintings. Feel it until it is real within you. He did as I instructed. Within a year, his work was exhibited, collectors sought him out, and he was living the life he once only dreamed of. Why? Because he dared to change the word he used after I am. This is the law of assumption. You do not get what you want. You get what you are. And what you are is nothing more than what you declare yourself to be in the silence of your own soul. So again, I say, stick this word upon your mirror. And every time you see it, ask yourself, what am I now declaring? What am I now assuming? And choose wisely. Do not despise small beginnings. At first it may feel strange. You may say, I am wealthy, while your pockets are empty. You may say, I am loved, while your bed is lonely. You may say, I am healthy, while the pain lingers. But do not let appearances deceive you. For appearances are but shadows, and shadows must obey the light. The light is your assumption, your I am. Persist in it. Persist until it feels natural. And when it feels natural, it must outpicture itself in the world. For the world is nothing more than imagination objectified. Look about you, everything you see, this hall, these clothes, this very microphone, once existed only in imagination. Someone dared to say, I am the maker of such a thing, and so it appeared. If man had not dared to imagine, we would still be clothed in skins, huddled in caves. Imagination is the only creator, and I am is its key. There is a mystery in silence. Do not rush to share your secret. Do not scatter your pearls before swine. Keep it within until it bears fruit. If you were pregnant with a child, you would not tear open your womb to prove it. You would let time do its work. So too with this word. Conceive your new self in imagination. Guard it, nurture it, and in due season it will be born. And when it is born, the whole world will know, without you having spoken a word. My friends, this law is simple, but do not let its simplicity fool you. It is the key to kingdoms. Men have sought power in gold, in armies, in politics. But true power is in the word you declare of yourself. That word is I am. And if you would but take it seriously, if you would but stick it upon your mirror and live by it, you would see your world remade in ways you cannot now imagine. I say again, do not delay. Begin tonight. Write it boldly, I am, and when you face the mirror, face it with reverence, for you are facing the image of God, and as you look, declare not the old story but the new. Say, I am the man I desire to be, I am the woman I long to be, I am, and then rest knowing it is already so. For Scripture says, let the weak say, I am strong. It does not say, I will be strong. It says, I am strong. And why? Because the moment you declare it, strength rushes to clothe you. The word is creative. The word is life. The word is power. And the word is in your mouth and in your heart. I urge you, guard your speech. Do not let idle words fall from your lips. Every idle word is a seed, and every seed must bear fruit. If you say, I am unworthy, then unworthiness will grow. If you say, I am unlovable, then loneliness will follow. But if you say, I am worthy, I am lovable, I am chosen, then the harvest will be joy, abundance, companionship. It is all within your hands, or rather, it is all within your word, and the word is I am. I say to you, my friends, begin to watch your inner speech. It is more important than the food you eat or the clothes you wear, for it clothes the invisible man. And the invisible man is the only man who truly matters, for he determines everything you will ever experience. That man is fashioned by words, your own words spoken silently in the chambers of imagination. Each day you weave garments of belief, and tomorrow you will wear them in the world. If today you say, I am unseen, I am overlooked, I am forgotten, then tomorrow the world will echo back situations where you are indeed forgotten. But if you rise and declare, I am significant, I am honored, I am remembered, then tomorrow life will bow to your decree. Do not think this is mere positive thinking. It is not a shallow optimism. It is the fundamental law of being. The name of God is I am, and that name was entrusted to you. Every time you speak it, you either use it wisely or profane it. To say, I am sick, is to use the holy name of God to declare sickness. To say, I am weak, is to misuse his name to clothe yourself in weakness. But to say, I am well, I am whole, I am radiant, is to declare his name in truth, and truth must become flesh. When you look into your mirror, I want you to see more than your face. See the Eternal One who declares worlds into being. Do not see the wrinkles, the scars, the fatigue. See instead the burning bush, for your consciousness is that bush, aflame with the presence of God. When you declare I am, you speak as Moses did on Sinai. You speak with the authority of heaven itself. Treat that moment with reverence. Do not let your speech be idle, for it is the creative word of God. The world may tell you otherwise. They may point to your bank account and say, you are poor. They may point to your body and say, you are ill. They may point to your past and say, you are defeated. But you are not what they say. You are what you declare. If you dare to look beyond appearances and declare, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am victorious, then you align with the eternal truth, and truth has a way of dissolving illusions. There is a great mystery here. Most men believe that circumstances shape identity. They say, because I have money, I am rich. Because I am loved, I am lovable. Because I am strong, I am healthy. But this is the great reversal. It is not circumstance that declares identity, but identity that declares circumstance. You do not become wealthy because you have riches. You have riches because you first declare, I am wealthy. You are not loved because someone embraces you. Someone embraces you because you first dared to declare, I am loved. This is the law, immutable and eternal. Identity precedes manifestation. This is why I insist you write the word I am upon your mirror. For the mirror is a place of confrontation. It is there you face yourself, stripped of pretense. It is there you cannot hide, and as you gaze you will be forced to answer, who am I? And the answer you give will be the seed of your future. I remember a man who lived for years in obscurity. He longed for recognition, but no one noticed him. He attended lectures, he prayed, he begged for opportunity. But nothing changed until he grasped this truth. He wrote, I am, upon his mirror. Each day he declared, I am a man of influence. I am recognized. I am valued. At first he felt foolish. He laughed at himself, but he persisted. Soon, a shift occurred. People began to notice him. Opportunities unfolded. He became the man he declared himself to be. Why? Because life is nothing more than the outpicturing of I am. The mirror will become your altar. Each morning, stand before it as a priest in the temple. Speak the holy name with reverence. Do not rush, do not mumble. Declare with power, I am what I desire to be. And feel it. The feeling is the secret. Words without feeling are dead. But when you feel it real, When you look into your own eyes and sense the truth of what you declare, then you have planted the seed. It is only a matter of time before it bears fruit. Do not despair if nothing seems to happen at once. Seeds take time. The farmer does not plant today and reap tomorrow. He waits, he waters, he trusts the unseen process. So too with you. Declare today, believe today, and though the world may look unchanged, within the soil of imagination, the seed is germinating. Soon you will behold the harvest, and here is the beauty. The harvest will come naturally. You will not need to force it. Doors will open, people will appear, circumstances will arrange themselves in ways you could not have planned. It will seem like coincidence, like luck, but you will know it is the law. You will know it is the word returning to you, multiplied and glorified. I must repeat, keep it secret. Do not speak of your declaration to others. If you are declaring wealth, do not announce it to the poor, minded who will mock. If you are declaring health, do not share it with those who dwell upon sickness. If you are declaring love, do not run to those who are bitter. They cannot see as you see, and their doubt may weaken your faith. Keep it between you and your Father who sees in secret, and he will reward you openly. Remember the words of Jesus, when you pray, enter into your closet, shut the door, and pray to your Father in secret, and your Father, who sees in secret, will reward you openly. Your mirror is that closet. Your I am is that prayer, and the reward will be visible for all to see, though they will never know the secret. Let me ask you, what if tonight you dared to assume something wonderful of yourself? What if tonight you looked into the mirror and declared, I am free? What if, though the chains still rattled, you dared to say, I am free? Do you not know that freedom would rush to meet you? What if tonight you dared to say, I am chosen? Would not life arrange itself to prove you right? All things are possible to him who believes, and belief is nothing more than a sustained assumption, spoken in the holy name I am. You do not need rituals, you do not need long prayers. You need only this one word. Say it, feel it, live it, and it must come to pass. I recall a woman who longed for companionship. She lived alone for years, saying, I am lonely, I am forgotten. And her loneliness persisted. One evening, she heard me speak these words and decided to test them. She wrote I am upon her mirror. Each morning she said, I am loved, I am cherished, I am desired. She imagined the warmth of another beside her. She felt it real. Within months, she met the man who became her husband. Was it magic? No, it was law. She stopped declaring loneliness and began declaring love, and the world mirrored her assumption. You are doing this all the time, whether you know it or not. You are always declaring I am. The question is not whether you use the law, but how. Most use it ignorantly, declaring weakness, lack, limitation. Few use it wisely, declaring abundance, strength, joy. But tonight you know the truth, you know the name, you know the power, and with this knowledge comes responsibility. Guard your words, guard your I am, for with it you build your world. Think of it, every great soul who ever lived discovered this. They may have clothed it in different language, but the essence was the same. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Let the weak say, I am strong. According to your faith be it unto you. All point to the same truth. You become what you assume, you manifest what you declare, and the key is the sacred word, I am. So tonight, take this with you. Do not let it slip away. Write it down. Fix it before your eyes. And each time you see it, remember, this is the name of God. This is the creative word. This is the power of imagination, and it is yours to use. Let me tell you again, no one can speak this word for you. No preacher, no teacher, no friend, no relative can do it. You alone must declare it. For the I am is not theirs, it is yours, and if you give away this responsibility, you give away your power. You must come to the point where you say, I and my Father are one. That Father is your own imagination. When you say, I am, you are speaking as Him. When you declare, you are decreeing, and what you decree must stand. You may say, but Neville, how can I say I am wealthy when I see bills before me? How can I say I am healthy when I feel pain in my body? How can I say I am loved when I feel alone? I tell you, ignore the shadow and declare the light. The bill is but the shadow of an old belief. The pain is but the shadow of an old assumption. The loneliness is but the shadow of an old word. Change the word, and the shadow must change. Do not fight shadows. Turn to the source. If a man stands before a mirror and frowns, he does not attempt to force the reflection to smile. He changes his own expression, and the reflection obeys. So too with life. Do not wrestle with appearances. Change your declaration, and appearances will conform. How many of us live our lives trying to fix the mirror? We push, we pull, we cry, we beg, but all the while the cause is within. Change the cause, and the effect must follow. Change the I am, and the world must mirror it. A woman once said to me, Neville, I have prayed for years for healing, but nothing happens. I asked her, what do you say when you speak of yourself? She answered, I say I am sick. I replied, then you have prayed amiss. You cannot say, I am sick, and then ask God to heal you, for the very name you declare is sickness. Change your word. Say instead, I am healed, I am whole, and persist in it until you feel it real. She obeyed. Slowly the symptoms faded, strength returned, she was restored, not by begging God, but by declaring God's name in truth. This is the great mystery. God is not far off, waiting to be persuaded. God is in you as your own I am. And He waits not for your tears, but for your assumption. He waits for you to declare, for He gave you His name, and with it, His creative power. Do not make the mistake of thinking this is arrogance. It is not arrogance to speak as God, for God Himself chose to become you. He clothed Himself in your flesh, in your consciousness, that you might declare His word. To deny this is arrogance, for it is to call God a liar. To accept it is humility, for it is to honor the truth, Christ in you, the hope of glory. When you look into the mirror, do not shrink back in fear. Do not say, who am I to declare such things? Say instead, I am the child of the Most High. I am the embodiment of God. I am. And let that word become flesh. Persist, even when the world mocks. They will say, you are foolish. You are dreaming. You are lying to yourself. Let them laugh. For the wisdom of God is foolishness to men, but you will have the last word. When they see your life transformed, when they behold the harvest of your declaration, they will no longer laugh. They will ask. And then you may say, I remembered who I am. Let me share another story. A businessman once told me, Neville, I am drowning in debt. I cannot see a way out. I asked him, what do you say when you speak of yourself? He replied, I say I am ruined. I told him, then stop declaring ruin. From this moment declare I am prosperous. I am debt-free. I am supplied. Write it on your mirror. Say it every morning, every night, and feel it. He resisted, but finally obeyed. Within months, opportunities arose, debts were canceled, abundance flowed. Not by chance, not by luck, but by law. He ceased declaring ruin and began declaring prosperity, and the world mirrored his new word. You see, my friends, there is no power outside of I am. Everything bows to it, and the sooner you realize this, the sooner you will live as you were meant to live, as the Creator clothed in flesh. I must warn you, this law works both ways. If you declare falsely, you will reap falsely. If you say, I am unworthy, then life will show you unworthiness. If you say, I am cursed, then life will show you curses. If you say, I am unlucky, then life will show you misfortune. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, that shall he also reap. And the seed is the word I am. Sow wisely, and the harvest will be joy. Sow foolishly, and the harvest will be sorrow. Therefore, choose this day whom you will serve. Will you serve the old man with his words of bondage, or will you serve the new man with his words of freedom? Will you declare the shadows, or will you declare the light? The choice is yours, and yours alone. The mirror is your test. Each day you will be tempted to declare the old story. You will be tempted to say, I am tired, I am weak, I am defeated. But resist, stand firm, declare the new story. Say, I am strong, I am radiant, I am victorious. And persist until it feels natural. When it feels natural, it is done. This is not self-deception, it is self-revelation. You are not lying to yourself when you declare greatness. You are revealing the truth of your being. The lie was the old story, the false assumption of limitation. The truth is the eternal I am. Some of you may say, Neville, this is too simple. Can it really be so easy? And I answer, yes, it is that simple. But simplicity is the stumbling block. Men despise what is simple, seeking instead the complex, the mystical, the hidden. But the greatest secret is hidden in plain sight. The word I am, 2 words, infinite power. You do not need rituals, robes, or incense. You need only this one truth, that your assumption, declared as I am, is creative. Use it, and you will see wonders. So tonight, I urge you, go home, write this word boldly upon your mirror. Let it confront you each day. Do not avoid it. Do not run from it. Face it. And when you do, speak boldly. Say, I am. And then finish it with whatever you desire to be, and feel it real. Persist, and watch as the world bends to your decree. For you are not a beggar, you are not a victim, you are not a creature tossed about by chance. You are the Creator, you are the Word made flesh, you are I am. Think of the child learning to walk. He stumbles, he falls, he cries. But he does not say, I am a failure. He does not declare defeat. Instead, without words, his spirit says, I am walking. And so he rises again and again until he walks. This is how you must be with your word. Declare it even when you stumble. Declare it even when the evidence mocks you. Declare it until the word becomes flesh. Do not wait for the world to confirm your declaration. The world is slow, the word is instant. When you declare, I am wealthy, the wealth is yours in spirit at once. The world will take time to rearrange itself, but it must follow. Be patient, and do not undo your work by reversing your declaration. A seed planted today does not sprout tomorrow, but if you dig it up in doubt, it will never grow. Plant the seed of your word, water it with persistence, and wait in faith. Consider the actor upon the stage. He plays the role of a king, though he owns no crown. He speaks with authority, though he has no throne. Yet while he plays the part, the audience believes. If an actor can do this for play, can you not do this for life? Assume the role you desire. Declare it as your word. Say, I am the king in my own world. I am the master of my destiny. I am, and live from it until it is no longer a performance, but a reality. The mirror is your stage. Each day, as you look upon your reflection, play the role of the one you desire to be. Do not wait until the world crowns you. Crown yourself with your word. Say, I am successful, I am radiant, I am abundant. And let the world play catch-up to your performance. The tragedy of most men is that they rehearse the wrong play. They stand before the mirror and declare defeat. They play the role of the victim. They speak lines such as, I am unlucky, I am poor, I am unloved. And life, being the faithful audience, applauds and gives them exactly what they rehearsed. Change your script and the play will change. When you say, I am, you are writing your script upon the universe. Choose your words carefully. Do not waste them on shadows. Do not squander them on fear. Speak only what you desire to live, and do not share it with those who would laugh, for their disbelief will tempt you to doubt. Keep your word sacred. Whisper it only to yourself in the silence, for in silence the word takes root. Let me remind you of the story of Moses. When he asked God his name, God did not say, I am this or that. He simply said, I am. That was his eternal name. And that same name is given to you. Every time you say, I am, you are invoking the divine. Be mindful of what you attach to it. Do not say, I am weak. Unless you wish to be weak, do not say, I am lost. Unless you wish to be lost. Say instead, I am strong, I am found, I am free. For these are the true names of God. Remember this, the power lies not in the world, but in the Word. Do not look outside for confirmation. Do not beg men for approval. Declare within yourself, I am, and let that be enough. The world will eventually echo it, but the truth is already established within. A young man once came to me in despair. He said, Neville, I have lost everything. My business is gone, my home is gone, my family despises me. What am I to do? I told him, you have not lost the one thing that matters, your word. Begin again with I am. Say, I am restored, I am respected, I am prosperous, and refuse to contradict it. He obeyed. In less than a year, he had rebuilt his business, reconciled with his family, and restored his home. Not by chance, but by the power of the word. For nothing is lost while I am remains. Even if all else is stripped away, your word is your seed. With it, you can rebuild, renew, restore. Never despair, for the power is never gone from you. It is as close as your breath, as near as your tongue, as constant as your thought. Do not say, I will be. That is always tomorrow. Say, I am. The future never comes. The present alone is real. Declare in the now, for only the now is alive. When you say, I am, you anchor the word in eternity, and let me tell you, there is no limit to what you may declare. The word is infinite, because you are infinite. Do not shrink your desires to fit the opinions of men. If you would be wealthy, declare it. If you would be loved, declare it. If you would be wise, declare it. For God placed no limit upon you but your own word. This is the glory hidden in simplicity. Men look for secrets in distant lands, in sacred books, in hidden temples. Yet the greatest secret is upon their lips. I am. Say it, believe it, live it, and you will discover that you lack nothing. So tonight, as you return to your home, let this truth burn within you. Your word is your world. The mirror will ask you, who are you? Answer boldly. Do not whisper. Do not shrink. Say with authority, I am. And then declare what you will be, and the mirror will bow. The world will yield, for all creation waits upon the word. Every time you pass the mirror, let it remind you not of who you once were, not of what the world calls you, but of the one you have chosen to be. For the mirror is a faithful servant, reflecting whatever image you give it. If you stand before it and say, I am broken, it will nod in agreement. If you stand before it and say, I am whole, it will reflect wholeness. If you stand before it and say, I am prosperous, it will reflect prosperity. The mirror does not argue, it obeys, and so does life. The world is but a great mirror, showing back to you the image you hold within. When you look into the mirror of life and see lack, it is only because you declared it in secret. When you look and see abundance, it is because you first whispered it to yourself. Life never begins outside, it always begins within. The mirror on your wall is only a practice for the greater mirror of the world. Learn to declare rightly there, and life itself will reflect rightly here. Some will ask, but Neville, what if I do not believe the word I speak? What if when I say I am wealthy my heart cries you are lying? I tell you, persist. The feeling of truth will follow the declaration. Do not wait until you believe to declare. Declare until you believe. Faith is not born of waiting, but of doing. When you say, I am, again and again, the inner protest will grow weaker, and the word will take root. In time you will no longer be pretending. You will know. This is why I urge you, stick the word on your mirror, see it daily, speak it hourly, think it constantly, for repetition is the mother of belief. A word declared once is like a seed cast upon stony ground. A word declared continually is like a seed planted deep in rich soil, watered day after day until it bursts forth in fruit. The power is in persistence. And do not reveal your word to idle ears. Men love to trample upon the seeds of others. They will mock you, saying, How can you call yourself rich when I see you poor? How can you say you are loved when you are alone? Do not answer them. Do not defend yourself. Keep your word hidden, as one hides a treasure. Let your secret grow in silence. For when the fruit appears, the same men will bow in wonder. The wise gardener does not run through the village shouting of his seed. He plants it quietly, waters it silently, and lets the harvest speak for itself. Do the same with your word. Let no one know what you have written upon your mirror. Let them see only the result when your life blooms in abundance. Remember always that imagination is the soil in which the word takes root. When you declare I am, picture yourself as already possessing that which you desire. If you say, I am wealthy, imagine the joy of holding wealth, the ease of spending it, the gratitude of receiving it. Let the picture be as vivid as possible, for imagination clothes the word in flesh. Without imagination, the word is naked. With imagination, it becomes alive. But never wait for the picture outside to change before you rejoice. Rejoice now in the unseen, for your unseen declaration is more real than the visible world, which is but a shadow. Shadows cannot exist without substance, and your word is the substance. The shadow must follow. I tell you, one word declared in faith outweighs 1,000 doubts. Men spend years laboring, struggling, begging, but a single declaration of I am, believed in the heart, achieves more than all their toil. Do not despise simplicity. Do not laugh at the little word, for the seed is smaller than the tree, yet the tree comes from it. The word may seem small, but worlds are contained within it. Think of the artist who looks upon a blank canvas. The world sees emptiness, but within the artist's mind the image is complete. He says within himself, I am the painter of this vision. And as he lifts his brush, the unseen becomes seen. You are the artist of your own life. The mirror is your canvas, the word is your brush. Paint boldly, do not hesitate, do not apologize for your strokes. Declare, I am, and let the canvas fill with beauty. The enemy of your word is not the world, but your own forgetfulness. Each day, the noise of life will try to drown your declaration. Bills, troubles, arguments, fears, all whisper their own words. You are struggling, you are lacking, you are nothing. But you must silence them with your chosen word. Speak louder within than the world speaks without. Hold to your declaration until it becomes unshakable. A man is not defeated by what happens to him, but by what he declares about what happens to him. Two men may face the same loss. One says, I am ruined. The other says, I am rising. And though they endure the same blow, their destinies diverge. One remains broken, the other rises stronger. The difference lies not in the blow, but in the word. Therefore, do not let circumstances name you. Name yourself. When life says you are poor, do not agree. Say, I am rich. When life says you are forgotten, do not agree. Say, I am remembered. When life says you are weak, do not agree. Say, I am strong, and stand by your word, for it is the word that will prevail. You must understand. All creation listens to I am. It is the key that unlocks every door. The angels themselves hearken to it. The forces of nature bend before it. The stars align with it. For I am is the voice of God within you. When you declare, you command. Do not use it lightly. Do not waste it on vanity or complaint. Use it with reverence, as a king uses his decree. Speak only that which you desire to be fulfilled, and when doubt whispers, as it surely will, do not argue with it. Simply return to your word. Say, I am, and declare again. Doubt is but a shadow. Your word is the light. And the light always dissolves the shadow. In the stillness of the night, before you sleep, whisper your word to yourself. For sleep is the door to the deeper self, and what you declare at that threshold sinks into the depths of being. Let your last thought be your chosen word, and as you dream, the unseen will rearrange itself to honor your declaration. So I say to you again, stick the word on your mirror. Let it greet you in the morning, remind you at noon, bless you at night. Let it be the thread that ties your days together, and guard it as you would guard a jewel, for it is your most precious possession. Do not delay, begin tonight. Choose your word, simple and strong, write it. Place it on your mirror, and speak it until it lives. Speak it until it breathes. Speak it until it is no longer a word upon the glass, but the flesh of your own being. Flesh of your own being. For when that moment comes, you will see that you were never waiting for the world to change. You were waiting for yourself to awaken. And now I tell you, take this word, guard it, speak it, and live it. Let no one rob you of it. Let no circumstance convince you otherwise, for your destiny is not written in the stars, nor in the opinions of men, nor in the conditions of today. Your destiny is written by your own declaration of I am. So tonight, when you stand before your mirror, do not see glass. See the altar of creation. Do not see reflection. See revelation. For the one looking back at you is the God of your world, the creator of your life, the master of your fate. Speak to that one, declare to that one, and know that all of heaven bends to answer. Leave this place with one truth burning within you. Your word is law. Your word is seed. Your word is power. Use it wisely. Use it faithfully. And the day will come when you look upon your life and say, it is good. For you will have discovered the eternal secret, that everything begins and ends with a single phrase, I am. Flesh of your own being. For when the word becomes flesh, you will realize that you were never waiting for life to change. You were waiting for yourself to awaken. The mirror was never glass. It was the doorway to your divinity. The reflection was never your face. It was your faith. So go forth now with courage. Guard your word. Speak it with reverence. Live it with persistence. Do not share it with those who scoff, but keep it in the secret chamber of your heart. For the word you write upon your mirror is the law you write upon your world. When you say, I am, heaven listens. When you declare, I am, the earth shifts. When you whisper, I am, all creation bows. Do not take it lightly, for this is the name of God within you. This is the key to your destiny. Tonight, stand before your mirror not as a beggar but as a creator. Speak not of what you lack, but of who you are. And let every breath echo this eternal truth. I am. For in those two words lies the power to create, to redeem, to transform, and to ascend. Your word is your world. Your mirror is your altar. And your declaration is your destiny. Use it and live the life you were born to manifest. And when all is said and done, when you look back upon your life, you will smile with the knowing that everything was shaped by a single sacred truth. The truth that begins and ends with these words, I am.